Hi, my name is Joe Hardesty, and I'm the Library Director to the Sons of the American Revolution Genealogical Research Library, located right here in beautiful downtown Louisville on historic Museum Row. We'd be delighted if you were to come and visit us in person or visit us online at sar.org and then search the Library tab. One of the common resources in most genealogical libraries is a finding aid. In the library world, that's what we call large indexes. And one such index that I want to refer today to is called the Virginia Historical Index by Earl Swim. This is a wonderful collection. Earl Swim began his career as the chief of the cataloging division of the Library of Congress, and then was named Virginia's assistant state librarian in 1907, and then worked at the Virginia State Library as their assistant library director, and he worked there for 12 years. Following that, he then went to become the director of the William and Mary College in Williamsburg, Virginia, until his retirement in 1944. At the Library of Virginia and William and Mary College, he and his fellow library staff undertook this massive undertaking of indexing some quality genealogical and historical publications centered just on Virginia. And this is a listing of those periodicals. And you'll notice the date range on these publications. The calendar of Virginia State Papers going back as far as 1652, or Henning's Statutes of Virginia in 1619. And many others. The Virginia Magazine of History and Biography, for example, starting in 1893. These date ranges that you see in parentheses are the time frames in which the Virginia Historical Index is included. Now, depending on its printing, the index might be in either 2 volumes, like this one, or in 4 volumes. And in either case, the index is arranged alphabetically by surname and by place name, which is a tremendous benefit. Something else to consider is that the calendar of Virginia State Papers listed in this index, volumes 1 through 11, are available in full text on FamilySearch.org. That's volumes 1 through 11. And in addition to that, all of Series 1 of the William and Mary Quarterly from 1892 to 1919, and the first 2 volumes of Series 2 of that publication are available in full text on the HathiTrust.org website. Now, with the exception of the Henning's Statutes and the Virginia Historical Society Register, the SAR Library here has the remaining publications for you to research. So how do we actually dig in and use this index? Well, let me show you. I am going to do a search for a surname of, his name is John Swanson, who was from Henry County, Virginia. And so I'm going to forward up to the S's and scroll down to the Swanson surname right here. And then you'll see the given names following that, and all the way down to, there's John Swanson. So this number, 9V139, means that this reference to John Swanson will be found in the 9th volume of the Virginia Magazine of History and Biography on page 139. It's as simple as that. It takes a little practice and you'll get the hang of it. So I'm going to then go to our publication of the Virginia Magazine of History and Biography, and you'll see on page 138 that this is referencing Henry County's listings of folks who signed the Oath of Allegiance prior to and during the American Revolution. And on page 139, if we scroll down, there is John Swanson having signed that Oath of Allegiance, thus placing him in a very specific location at a very specific time. Another example is, let's flip forward to an ancestor of mine, my Virginia ancestor, of Agatha Twyman. Here she is, Agatha Twyman. She'll be found in the 8th volume of the William and Mary Quarterly, Series 2, on page 208. And again, we have that publication right here, the William and Mary Quarterly. And on page 208, there is a whole list of information about Agatha Twyman and her relatives and children and parents. Then this may go on several pages. So that's just two examples of how researchers can use an old school finding aid to research whenever sites like Ancestry.com or Fold3 may fail you. So in conclusion, let me share with you a few thoughts. Contact your local public library or your local state library or archive to see if they have the Virginia Historical Index. Many of them will. If your local library or archive does not have the publications listed in this index, consider using interlibrary loan. Many public libraries provide that service. Or consider contacting the Library of Virginia to see what they may be able to help you with. Perhaps for a nominal fee, they can make a copy of that article and send it to you. An alternative index to Virginia Historical Index is the Periodical Source Index. Some of us remember that, called PERSI, Periodical Source Index. Now you can learn more about genealogical research methods, including the Periodical Source Index, by visiting the SAR.org page and click on the Library tab and scroll down to Video Resources, where you'll learn about other research methods. I'm happy that you tuned in, and I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial on the Virginia Historical Index. Make sure you share this with your friends and family and fellow Genealogical Society members. And tune in and visit us again anytime. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.